What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back in the video on the channel. And today we took it to Little Caesars. They dropped a new Crazy Puff. We got both flavors. Man, they ain't even put the tamper seal on this thing. They have a pepperoni and a cheese Crazy Puff, which apparently are like these. I'll just show you what they look like. So apparently they're like these stuffed pizza bites, I guess they called them. I didn't look at the description. I just found out about this like probably an hour ago, no joke. So I just went over to Little Caesars, picked this up, and then brought it home. So they have pepperoni and they have cheese, but I'm gonna be honest, I can't tell which one's which. I think they wrote cheese on the top. So this is the cheese one. Hopefully they're any good, but drop a thumbs up, man. You guys already know the vibes. Now I did also get me a hot and ready because it was like $6 to take home. It ain't nothing special. I just got this bad boy right here, which is a meatball pizza with just cheese meatball pizza. It costs like $6. But I just wanted to see if they undercooked it, because they always undercook my pizza. But drop a thumbs up, man. You guys already know the vibes. I'm just going to get into these right quick. I'm not going to hold y'all, man. So here are the Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. They come in two different flavors. This is the pepperoni and the cheese. They cost $3.99. They don't come with any sauces or anything. So I did get a buffalo ranch, but I'm going to try these bad boys out today and see if they're hitting. Start off with the cheese. It just kind of looks like it was made in a muffin tray, but with pizza dough and some cheese on the top. I'm going to bite into this and see what's on the inside. There's got some oil in there. Most of this is dough. It's like 90% dough. I like the fact they added the seasoning they put on their Italian cheesy bread on there as well. And there's not much sauce. Again, I'm just gonna get an inside profile. There is barely any sauce in there. It tastes okay. Man, if they could have just gave like a crazy sauce on the side, it would have been cool, but let's try it with the buffalo ranch. My hands got so much grease on them that I can't get this open. There we go. Going with the buffalo ranch. This just seems like a smaller version of the Italian cheesy bread. It's almost like repackaged. It's not necessarily bad. For $3.99, I would probably rather still just get a pizza. I don't dislike them, but I don't love them. It's just a little too doughy in my opinion. But if you're a fan of Little Caesars, which I am, I don't think you'll dislike this. I just prefer the Italian cheesy bread still. But let's try this pepperoni. Pepperoni things are usually my favorite thing, but I did get both because I wanted to be fair. So pepperoni looks exactly the same on the outside. Maybe there's pepperoni on the inside. Yeah. Oh. Looks like maybe like 3 or 4 pieces of pepperoni in here with some cheese. Because of the addition of the pepperoni, in my opinion, it already automatically tastes better. But that's a personal preference. If I was going to get any of these, it would definitely be the pepperoni version in for the buffalo ranch. Now, these are much better in my opinion. I would have to get the pepperoni because the other one just feels like I'm eating dough more than anything. But with all the pepperoni on the inside, this adds up. And because it's underneath, it's got a much better texture than getting the cheesy bread, which sometimes they overcook and it gets really dry. This, the pepperoni and the grease in there, kept the whole thing moist on the inside. So it kind of works out better. That's the definite winner. For the cheese one, I will give a 5 out of 10. And for the pepperoni one, I will give a 6.5 out of 10. I just, again, prefer the Italian cheesy bread or the pepperoni bread. But these aren't bad. For $3.99, if it's just you, this is a lot more like only one person can eat this kind of vibe. So I understand it. I also have these cookies in the oven right now. So these are Cinnabon. I found these at Walmart yesterday, but they're Cinnabon cinnamon roll cookies. I just had to try these bad boys out. It takes 15 minutes in the oven at 350, so I started it like right before I started the video, and then it's gonna take like another 10 minutes to cool. I think I got, what, like 5 minutes? I can't see in there. I can't see that far, bro. So towards the beginning, middle of the video, that part will be in there. But let's get into this pizza. This was a hot and ready. Right now, if you get a 2-topping hot and ready, it costs $7.99 if you use the term toppings. Otherwise, it would cost $10.49. So that is what I did. I got extra cheese and beef, and it looks like somebody played kickball with my pizza, but my Little Caesars isn't the best. So this is my pizza. I just want to get a slice of this, and then I'm going to give the rest away. But yeah, I think it slid in my car, bro. That's on me. That's not them. All the toppings are on one side, but whatever, man. My whole car probably smell like pizza. It is what it is. But we got the 2-topping, hot and ready, extra sauce. What are we saying? Well done. I'm not gonna lie. Where my damn buffalo ranch? Them hot and ready's be doing you right, man. Let me tell you. Hot and ready's with the buffalo ranch. Doing you right. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This pizza tastes like crazy good right now. This is the best I ever made my pizza. Look at the undercarriage for once. Oh, man. I found this yesterday at Walmart, too. So this is like Kinder's hot sauce. It's called Creamy Louisiana. And I tried a little bit of it yesterday with my, there we go. A little bit yesterday with my, Texas Roadhouse. Y'all thought I was playing when I said I put this on everything. Look at this. This is fire. All right, I just took my cookies out the oven. They got like 7 minutes to cool. I went to the bathroom too. And somebody gonna say, "Where's the other 3 minutes?" Y'all don't need to know everything. Anyway, get another slice. A couple things to talk about today. Number one, since most of y'all are football fans, I know I've gotten 7 billion Saquon Barkley to the Eagles comments, and other people upset their player didn't go to this player, go to that player. Again, I guess I'll talk about the Saquon Barkley thing. I don't really, it's weird to talk about to me, but I think, and again, I'm a Giants fan if people don't know. I'm born and raised in northern New Jersey. I lived close to Giant Stadium, or now MetLife Stadium. That's how you know I'm old. My entire life. Most of my friends are Giants and Jets fans, but doesn't matter. Anyway, I think most Giants fans feel this way. I don't think people are upset that he's gone. I think it's that he went to Philly because of the rivalry. I can understand that. Like, I've been a fan of his since Penn State. I was happy when he became a Giant, and I didn't want him to leave, but I understood why they didn't keep him. I'm not an expert on football, but I've been around the sport my entire life. I played at a pretty high level. I don't believe that you pay running backs a lot of money unless you already have a good team, and the Giants don't. So it wouldn't make sense to pay him when they're probably not going to be that good for a couple of years. So, him going to Philly, obviously, I'm a fan of his, but I can't root for him now. And that part, I'm just like, that sucks. But I've never been the type of person to get mad at a human being for doing what's best for them. And I know like fans, we get mad at players and stuff like that, but they got to do what's best for him. Like, they offered him a lot of money. They're on a better team. There's no allegiance with players, in my opinion. They don't owe us anything. I've had this conversation on here before. Most people, I know some people aren't like this, but say you worked for Apple, computer company, and you were there for 10 years. You did a good job while you were there, comparatively to other people in your field. And they were like, we don't think so. We're not going to pay you like you're one of the best in your position, and you believe so. right? And you've been there 10 years. This is an example, by the way. And all the while, say Samsung is like, we love what you do. We'll double your pay. And we sell more phones than iPhone. We give you more benefits. We're going to do so. The job is a better job and a better fit and a better organization, etc. We treat our employees better, whatever you want to call it. Are y'all going to be like, no, my allegiance is to Apple? See, as fans, our allegiance to a team. Players come and go, but the team stays forever. But the players don't have the same allegiance. At the end of the day, what they ended up paying for his replacement, which was a guy named Devin Singletary, is 3 years at $16 million. If that's the price range they were looking for, he earned more than double. I think he ended up with 37.5 on a better team. I'm not mad. You got to take that back, bro. Like, you got to do what you got to do. It sucks because I can't root for him, but that's just the way it goes. Some people as fans, in my opinion, you're entitled to do what you want to do, but I have said this, but I've seen some crazy stuff being said about him today. Somebody said, I hope he gets a career-ending injury. Somebody else said, like, this is actual comments I saw. That's a bit too much. To me, it almost feels like when Ray Allen left the Celtics as a Celtics fan and went to the Heat, I was just like, I can't root for you no more, but I wish you the best. Just not really. That's how I feel. And when I say not really, I mean, I can't want you to do well because of who you play for. But I don't dislike you personally. The personal stuff is a little too much for me. But I understand. At the end of the day, right now it's like in the evening, and the Giants made a bunch of trades, signed some free agents, got a good pass rusher, signed a couple offensive linemen, and signed his replacement. And they let to go two of their better players, one on offense and one on defense. But I think the move was smart. It just sucks where he went. That's my opinion. But I'm not angry. Some people are like angry. It's just a game, bro. And I'm not trying to tell you you're stupid for whatever you think. My opinion, for me, is it's just a game. And we ain't been good in a decade, and we weren't going to be good this year with him anyway. So, it is what it is. To all my crazy fans out there, I love y'all, but it's going to be all right. Your team ain't going nowhere. This is just a part of the business. And I know most of y'all that are old enough, some of y'all are probably older than me and still, but it don't matter. We'll get over it. Like, this ain't the first time that one of your better players left and went to a different team or a rival in a better situation. But I'm going to say this. Growing up where I grew up, knowing my the fans like I know them, he can't come back here. And he can't. It's wild, but I know how they going to act. He going to get booed every time he touches the ball. And that's just, I know how these people act. We be wilding out here. And, you know, that's just life, bro. I got nothing to say. But I wanted to talk about that today. It ain't really that deep in my opinion, but I know there's a lot of comments already from the video I put out yesterday. And I know there's some other people that are upset that your team or your player isn't on your team anymore, one of your better players. Players come and go, man. That's just the way it goes. And I don't really see this. There's no allegiance. They, in my opinion, with Barkley, I know somebody probably commented this. From what I heard, they didn't even offer him a contract. They didn't even bother offering him. Like, they wanted him to leave. I don't think they thought he was going to go to Philly. But they didn't offer him a dime. What was he supposed to do? To me, Philly offered him the most money and had the best team. So, I don't really get mad at him at that. And I don't really think anybody did, like that. That's just a bad situation because he gave them plenty of chances that he was like he wanted to stay. But they was just like, we ain't paying. If you want to stay, you stay for this little bit of money comparatively. And that's it. So, I think my cookies are done cooling. Let me grab my cookies real quick. You got the Cinnabon cinnamon roll ice cream. They have cinnamon roll and cream cheese pieces going all through them. $3.50 for 15 minutes. Let them cool for 10. This is what comes out. They look pretty thin. I don't know if I did these wrong, but I followed the directions. Oh, I think it said use parchment paper, but I let them cool. And maybe I should have let them cool longer. Nah, that's cool. I like my cookies boneless. I know some people don't. This is what I mean with a boneless cookie. See that? They going to fall right apart. These little boneless be hitting. Let's see what this cookie is like. There's not much cream cheese going on here. I don't know if I just like cooked these too thin or should have used the parchment paper or whatever, but there's a nice little cinnamon roll flavor to it. The cinnamon is there. The cream cheese cookie chips, there's just like 2 or 3 in each one. That little boneless cookie. And like this bite don't got none. It doesn't have any. Grammar check. I don't dislike them, but they're way better. Like little Toll House type of joints like this. I wouldn't go on my way to get them. I'll give them a 5 out of 10. So my battery in my camera just went, and yeah. So that's why you don't see no food here. I'm done already. I didn't eat anything. It's all wrapped up and ready to go. But I just wanted to sign off before I dip out. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. Little Caesars is hit or miss for me, but today was a hit. The new, whatever they're called, the puffs are okay. But I still would, if gonna get something, then I would do the like Italian cheese bread if you're looking for something cheaper, or just get a hot and ready. A lot of these pizza places, in my opinion, like it's got to be something really out of bounds for their like limited edition stuff to bang, in my opinion. Like you got to change the crust or the pizza, but if you're just regurgitating ingredients, it usually doesn't work. So that's my opinion. Anyway, I appreciate y'all, man. We'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. And hand signs, they made it to YouTube.